Okay, so surprise, it didn't take me 10 years to film this video. I know, it's kind of crazy. I've just been thinking about how I want to put in effort into creating a wardrobe that I would actually wear. Like, not just things that I finish and then go, eh, but things I like and that suit me and that are comfortable to wear. And I haven't been doing that. I've been mainly making things for fun. I've made a lot of things that I would not wear. I created a pile of clothing that I wouldn't wear, which is a shame because I spent so much time making them for them to just sit in my closet. Some of them get sold, some of them gets given away, but most of it is just gonna end up waiting in the closet to never be worn. So I did this thing that everyone does, and it's going down the Pinterest rabbit hole. So I collected a lot of images that I really liked of things that I want to wear. So yeah, I tried to make something cohesive out of it, but I don't think that went really well. But who knows, maybe the end products, depending on the fabric choice, they work well together. I don't know. We'll see. It's a journey. Anyway, after gathering all the evidence, I decided to put everything together in a Miro board and kind of like make islands, group things together so that it makes more sense. But yeah, it's kind of all over the place. Not for everything. Some of it makes sense. Most of it doesn't. I really hope that everything will come together, uh, depending on what fabric I use, and maybe just a general styling. But we're gonna have to see. But yeah, one of the things that I really want to do is use as much thrifted material as possible. I have a huge collection of thrifted fabrics, but not everything is suitable to wear. Let's face it. Wearing a sheet is not always comfortable, depending on the sheet quality and material. I have sheets that I wouldn't want to wear as a dress or pants. So yeah, I'm gonna do my best to use as many thrifted materials as possible, but it might happen that I'll have to end up buying something new. I'd rather not because it's not as great for the environment, but also for my wallet. There are a few projects that could probably be upcycled or should be upcycled, and I'm really excited about those because they do seem like easy wins. Alrighty, let's take a look at what I've gathered for inspiration. Okay, first is a short velvet jacket. I want something romantic but also cool. I'm not sure if I want a Victorian look or not. I kind of do like the kind of tailored, slightly puffed sleeve with like a flare on the end of the right one, but I'm not entirely sure if that's something that I will get a lot of wear out. So I found this pattern by Burda. It's called the Steffi Jacket. It's number 7994. You can find it on Threadloop and it's actually free, which is great because we do like a free pattern. It has a slight military look. I do think I can add a flare to it to make it more similar to the jacket on the right. So we got a short velvet jacket. What about a long velvet jacket? Yeah, I didn't see that one coming, did you? I think these look so cool and I love velvet. I hate working with velvet. I'm kind of scared of making this. I thought about making this kind of jacket in a different fabric, but it wouldn't be as cool as in velvet. So I'm gonna have to bite the bullet. And I found a pattern for it. It's the 110 from Borda Style from the December edition in 2024. Next up, corsets. I love corsets. I'm not great at making them yet, but I want to be great at them, so we should probably make a few. So I've got the pattern on the left, which is old Vogue pattern. It's 7427 and it's a kind of long corset, and I think I can use this to make a lot of the other corsets as well, except the Vivienne Westwood style. But I do think this pattern can be repurposed and kind of edited to make the other ones, and I'm gonna see how that fares. So at the very least, I want to make one of the I don't know if it's an underbust or a waist cincher. Is that how you say it? I want to make that one. And I would like to make a velvet one as well. The Vivienne Westwood one, I really want to make as well. I found a corset dress Linda pattern from Mass Pattern Studio, and it's a free pattern, which is based on, I think, an outfit that Taylor Swift wore, and I think that was Vivienne Westwood. There are some differences between the corset from that pattern and the Vivienne Westwood corset that I'm looking at. The Vivienne Westwood corset is quite flat from the front. It's, I think, more based on stays. And the one from Mass Patterns does have kind of like a cup shape. Like, it doesn't really have a cup, but it has like a bust shape to it. There's boobs going on. And I kind of wanted flat like the Vivienne Westwood ones as well. The Betsy Johnson dress. I saw someone on TikTok that managed to get her hands on two of these dresses from 1981. I love the puff sleeves on the one on the right. The dropped waist, it's just so pretty. I have been on the lookout for a pattern like this. I haven't been able to find anything that's like spot on. I do have a vintage Butterick Betsy Johnson pattern from I think the 70s, which is similarly shaped, but it's not a dress. It's actually some kind of apron, I think. And I'm afraid that I'm gonna have to Frankenstein that into a dress. So anyway, if anyone has some pattern suggestions for this one, yes please. Okay, 70s wedding dress. These have been staring at me for quite a while, and I want them. Not to get married in just because they're so pretty. Look at them. They're so pretty. They're so whimsical. I love them. I just want to wear this and frolic through a field of flowers. I have a vintage pattern that's similar to this. It's also a wedding dress, but it's not exactly this. So I think I'll have to Frankenstein something. And also, I cannot decide if I want this like the singular puff sleeve with a long sleeve, or do I want the triple puff sleeve? I love it both. Should I just make both? Shift dress and medieval style dress. These are all quite different, but also the same. Does that make sense? A flowy dress, okay? A long flowy dress. I want that. And then there's just a bunch of random dresses that don't really fit anywhere else. I love, love, love the gray dress. I have found a pattern that I think I could use for it, and I think it's free. But I would have to Frankenstein it, or at least drastically change it. I haven't found anything that's spot on, but if you do have a suggestion, do let me know. The other ones are also very much like if I have the time and the right fabric, and the right pattern, I might make this. I do really, really like the patchwork dress, but I don't think I have the right fabric for that. It does seem like something that would come together quick and pretty easy. Maybe I should just scrunch together some fabric for it. Lace up black jeans. I have black jeans and I have a thing to punch holes with so I can make it lace up. So that seems like a pretty simple upcycle that should come together quite quickly. There's not that much to say about it. Then there's painted pants. It originally had three pants, but then the third one really looked just like it was disgusting. The first one, I'm not sure if I can pull that off without looking like a little gremlin. The second one seems like a lot of fun to do with like a light color pants and then just paint the the spots on it and then dip dye the pants. That could be really cool. I don't have pants for it though, but I could try and thrift them. Bloomers. I love bloomers. They're just comfy and they're cute and whimsical, and you can make them as ruffly or lacy as you want. You can wear them as is or underneath a dress. So I definitely want to make bloomers. I want to make short bloomers. I want to make long bloomers. I want to make all kinds of bloomers. And I do think that I don't really need a separate pattern for this. Just use a bag band pattern, add elastic, boom, bloomers. That's what I think it's gonna be like. Tiny, tiny shorts. I don't think I ever moved on from the aesthetic in the bottom right. We should bring it back, honestly. It's really It's really cool. The two jean ones seem like easy upcycles as long as you have jeans that fit comfy. Just cut them off into tiny short shorts and maybe add some lace or add some studs. And the other one are just short shorts. I could make those too, but I need a pattern. Okay, hear me out. Flowy patchwork skirts. The biggest issue with this is finding the right fabric while thrifting. Most of the time, the fabric I find are sheets, which are not flowy and typically also not really like nicely patterned. I think that if I need to buy fabric for something, it would be for this. Double breasted asymmetrical shirts. Maybe I'll upcycle something for this. Maybe I'll make something completely new, but I really want a blouse like this. And then there are some random tops. Once again, random things that I liked that don't really go anywhere else. The green top I think is an easy upcycle. I should be able to do that. The other ones I'm not entirely sure. I do have some knitwear to upcycle, so I could make a patchwork top like the top left, and making one with buttons like the top right should be fun as well, but I'm not sure how well that works with upcycled knitwear. Then we got baggy pants. So I accidentally sewed baggy pants before, and they are some of my favorite pants because they're just so dang comfortable. And I want more, but I want more with wider legs. So the ones that I made kind of like taper to the bottom. The bottom is smaller than the top. And I don't want that. I want bigger on the bottom. And also the I have a lot of fabric for it, but it's kind of boring. And I kind of want to spruce it up with an applique or applique. I don't know how you say it. Maybe patchwork, maybe painting, something like that. So I got three different blouses here. Once again, they're not that similar, but they needed to be grouped together somehow. I have a plan for the middle one. There are two Vivienne Westwood style blouses that would work for this. One of them is possibly AI, so I'm not going to try that. But the other one is from McCall's, I think. It doesn't seem as well tailored, but it's definitely meant to be that style. For the roughly one, I was thinking about using one of the McCall's Laura Ashley blouses and just chopping off the sleeves for it to be shorter. And the other one, I think I'm gonna have to hack something. But I was thinking about using a Michelle contour top. It's not exactly the same, but I think it's close enough. And then bags. I love bags. I love making bags. I've made quite a few bags. I want to make more bags, and I love all kinds of bags. I love slouchy bags. I love backpacks. I don't know, anything. Tartan, patchwork. You see it in the pictures. That's what I like. I think I should try to make some of these when I get the right material for it. Yeah, never have enough bags, especially cool ones like these. Handkerchief skirts. Yes, should be pretty easy. I'll probably have to work with an elastic or maybe even a drawstring, but this should be a relatively easy project that comes together quite quickly. So that seems to be everything. It's a lot. I don't really have a time frame for this. I thought maybe one piece a week. Maybe that's not enough time, but we'll see. I would be happy if I made 5 pieces from this. It would be amazing if I made a version of everything. I don't think that's gonna happen, but yeah, there are some things that I really want, like the jackets, the vintage wedding dress, a corset, like a skirt and bloomers. Those are really the things that I really want, and anything else is just a bonus. And a bag, scratch that. I want everything. And I kind of want to start a little project to add to this video, but I can't decide what. Something that I could wear straight away, maybe? Bloomers? Because that's also chill pants. You can chill in bloomers. That seems like an easy win. Or the Vivienne Westwood blouse, but that doesn't seem like an easy win because that is probably more complex than I'd like to care to admit. I'm not gonna start with the jacket because I'm not gonna lie, that is intimidating. Let's start with bloomers. Let's go. I'm so stupid. Oh my gosh, I have to unpack. Ah.
One eternity later.
Well, I finished it, but it took me more than 2 weeks. And that's not because it wasn't quick and easy, but that's because halfway, the dopamine just kind of left my body and I didn't really want to finish it anymore. And let me tell you why. Because I picked two different fabrics to make the bloomers with, a blue one and a black and white striped one. And to me, that really gave Alice in Wonderland, which I love. But the result wasn't so much Alice in Wonderland, but clown, which I don't love as much. I do think the end result is kind of cool, but it's clown pants. So, yeah, here they are. See? Total clown pants. I'm gonna have to, full of cat hair today. I'm gonna have to redo this. I'm gonna have to make bloomers again, and this time in a fabric that I will actually wear, and that isn't clown pants. Did I have fun making these in the beginning? Absolutely yes. I had such an amazing time making them because it went so quick. Like everything was super quick, and I put everything together super quick. It's just the finishing that took 2 weeks, which honestly, when I sat down for it, I already said, I told my friend, I was like, I'm struggling with this, but I know that if I sit down to do this, it will take me 30 minutes to finish it. And guess how long it took me to finish it? 30 minutes. And it took me 2 whole weeks to sit down to do those 30 minutes. I'm right now kind of trying to figure out what the best way is to film me sewing. I know that my like this part looks kind of cool. Like I like it. I think it is aesthetically pleasing, but my sewing area is not. And it's very messy and a lot of background noise, so to speak, like visually. So I don't know yet how to make it look nice. So I'm kind of experimenting over the next few videos, see if I can improve it somehow. So yeah, my apologies if the filming of the sewing is kind of bad. I'm doing my best. If you have tips, do let me know. Also, I will be looking at a better microphone because this one kind of sucks. So thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please leave a comment and a like. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do, because I will not take 10 years to make the next video, apparently. Okay, bye!